Who are the Mythbusters? Dave Curran and Dave Godman have over 68 years of parenting experience between them, which means they know a lie when they hear it. Now they use their high-tech workshop to dissect myths from around the county. Is it possible? Can it be done? Through each episode, they grind down some of the most common myths of our time. They are the Mythbusters. In today's episode, the Daves investigate the myth that something can't be 3 in 1.
McDonald's is 3 in 1. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's all 3.
Is it true, or is it just a clever hoax?
Number 1, that's just really oil. That's kind of just a marketing gimmick.
Let's join them now as Dave and Dave crack the myth.
Well, Dave, today's myth is that something cannot be 3 things in 1. Have you ever heard that myth?
I've heard it, but I don't believe it.
Well, it seemed pretty obvious to me. Yeah. So I'm not sure why we're talking about it. But you think that something could actually be 3 things in 1, huh?
There's a lot of things that are 3 things in 1.
Well, how could we test that myth? You know, we're all about testing the myths.
So that's our job today, is to test the myth and prove that things can't be 3 in 1, right?
Right. Yeah, I think they cannot be 3 in 1.
Well, I think there's a good way to do that.
Now, how would we do that?
Well, I can think we could run over to Staples and probably pick up about 5 things, at least a couple.
Let's see it. How are we going to do that? Yeah.
How are we going to do that? Here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Everything's 3 in 1 these days. That's it.
Oh, you're right. Let's say 3 in 1 there. That's a good point. I guess you're right.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. You get ice, water, and steam. That's an obvious one.
Well, I hadn't thought of it before.
Well, there goes your ignorance.
Ice, water, I guess, are you sure those are all the same thing? I've never seen them all together.
Same thing. I'll show you.
All right.
I'll show you. We'll prove this.
I'll believe it when I see it.
We'll prove this one. How about an egg? An egg's got a shell. That's one thing. And then it's got the yolk. That's another thing, and then it's got the whites. So there's another 3 in 1.
Well, I guess you're starting to convince me, but I still need to see that water thing.
Oh, that can easily. See, I told you Staples had all this stuff. Plenty of 3 in 1 stuff in this world. Thanks for the light.
Well, let's see it. I don't know. I'm still not sure about this whole 3 in 1 thing.
Oh, come on. There's all sorts of things. Well, there's the first thing. 3 in 1 oil.
Oil, yeah. Well, that's just oil.
No, it's penetrating, lubricates, and it prevents rust. 3.
And it says 3 in 1 right on the box. So yeah.
What more do you need?
Yeah, that's pretty good. But that's just one item. There can't be that many things that are 3 in 1.
Come on. You know what this is?
What in the world is that, Dave?
That is an apple core peeler.
How is this 3 in 1?
Well, I'll show you later.
Okay.
We'll pick that up.
Looking
We'll
forward
pick
to
it
it
out later, okay? Then, while you guys were looking around,
You mentioned something about water and something or other, ice and... Oh, yes, I saw you bought that at Staples. That's
Staples
right.
has ice.
Right. And how is that 3 in 1 again?
Remember? Solid,
Solid, right.
liquid,
I see, right.
and there's the gas part too.
The steam.
Steam.
Well, I have to see that to believe it like I was talking about.
You've just thrown a challenge that I've got to accept.
All right, let's go. For ice, I see we got our block of ice.
H2O, solid form.
Right, okay. Heat. I think I see where you're headed with this.
Solid to a liquid.
You're going to melt the ice.
Yep.
That'll give you 2 in 1.
There we got all three. Solid.
I see your ice,
Yeah.
your liquid, and I see the steam coming off there too. That's a very good point. There's 3 in 1 right there.
Yep. It works.
3 in 1. Well, you got me convinced.
Okay.
So Dave, you showed me this fancy machine and said this had something to do with 3 in 1 on an apple.
Yeah. I think this time I'll let you prove it to yourself.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. So what did you get there? Wow, so this was 1 apple, and now I see the 3 pieces very clearly. We've got the meaty part of the apple.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the peel, came off in 1 big long piece, and you've got the core still left here on the machine. So 3 parts, 3
in 1.
3 in 1 item here.
I think that part of the myth is busted, huh?
Well, cool. Hey, Dave.
Well, Dave, what do you think? The myth is one thing can't be 3 in 1.
Yeah, and we did a lot of work today. We tested that out. We went to Staples and saw that. Right away we saw a sign that said 3 in 1. It was talking about the 3 in 1 printer, scanner, copier, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And that's really more like 3 functions in 1 machine. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
3 in 1.
I guess. And then we had the 3 in 1 oil, which is a nice slogan. So I'm starting to see that there are some things out there that are 3 in 1. And then we had your ice, water, and steam. And that was sort of like 3 in 1.
A bit of proof right there.
Yeah, that's true. And we also had that machine, which I was confused by at first, but that really did tore apart that apple pretty good. We separated out the peel and the core and then the meat of the apple. So that's kind of like 3 pieces in 1, I guess.
Well, that's what is that? 4? 4 things that we've proven 3 in 1.
Yeah, that's true. I'm still, each one of those things, there's sort of a little bit of a gimmick about it, and I'm not really sure. This is definitely plausible to me at this point.
Well, I don't know. I think I got one more thing that might just take you over the edge there.
What's that?
I think, one thing left in the old Staples bag here. Some stuff at Staples.
Staples has everything.
Yeah. Got a piece of rope.
Rope. Well, that's pretty simple. It's a rope.
Piece of rope, right?
Right. What's it made of? It's got the 3. I see where you're going.
3 cords.
3 cords, right? 1 rope.
1 rope. How do you feel now?
Let's see. One thing cannot be 3 in 1. That was the myth.
Yep.
I think we pretty well busted that today. What do you think?
I think it's busted.